Also from the CBS 2 investigators, new numbers reveal just how many people in Illinois have been taken by unemployment scams since the start of the pandemic.
With record numbers of Illinoisans laid off in the last year, many are using job search sites to get back in the game. But as CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker reveals, not all of those job postings are what they seem.
The imagery is just perfect.
The spiffy video from Slalom Consulting
core values and principles
is what caught Benjamin Graves' attention.
It looks like a very diverse company. They have a lot of great ideas,
And the data entry position listed on Indeed seemed perfect.
the salary was in the upper $50,000 range.
Attractive to this disabled veteran who just got a college degree in December, but has not been able to find a job. So when he got a response to his application saying he was qualified for the next step,
That just lit up my whole world. It really did.
but the excitement didn't last.
The red flags just kept coming up.
The job offer was immediate, and then there was the check,
It was a cashier's check for $2,000.
made out to Graves so he could buy a $1,200 Apple computer for himself and send the rest to the company.
Now, at that point, my red flags were really up.
So Graves called the Gold Coast Federal Credit Union.
I read off the numbers, and sure enough, the teller said, yeah, that's a fraudulent check.
He was not happy.
To prey on the unemployed seems like that's just the worst of the worst to me.
Time was all Graves lost.
And I was able.
Latrina Smith lost money.
So I lost like $1,000 and some dollars.
Different company, different job, same job site, similar scam.
It was heartbreaking.
In Smith's case, the scammers convinced her they would wire $7,200 into her account.
They told me which laptops to get.
She was to ship them overseas, but in the end, the check didn't clear, and Smith was out nearly $1,000 of her own money.
You get your hopes up about finding a job to find out that it's not really a job.
Hundreds across Illinois have lost money to employment scams. In 2019, according to the FBI, 388 job seekers were scammed out of $631,000. But in 2020, during the deadliest health and economic crisis in decades, the numbers jumped to 533, and scammers hit the innocent for a whopping $1.6 million.
I mean, we were very upset.
Here's another victim, but not the kind we usually profile.
So the goal was really to...
Kurt Schiller has a job at ArcWeb Technologies.
A lot of our work is in...
In fact, he's a hiring manager, but last December, he was not hiring. Still,
There were literally people messaging me saying, I just had an interview with you, Kurt, and I'm confused about some of the stuff that you said.
scammers had used ArcWeb's name, logo, and profile to post fake jobs on several sites.
It's deeply troubling from the point of view of company reputation management.
The company got more than 100 calls in 1 week from ripped-off job seekers.
There were people getting tricked into sending people their green cards. People were getting tricked into sending copies of their photo ID.
The fake posts were eventually removed. Remember Slalom and initially how impressed Graves was with the company?
This company was worth like $1.2 billion.
We are Slalom Consulting.
Slalom is an international corporation with offices around the world, including Chicago at the Aon Center. But no one from Slalom ever contacted Graves or sent these emails. This was a scammer, and Slalom is just another victim. We spoke with top executives from Slalom, and they said they had no clue they had been targeted. But as soon as they found out, they alerted federal authorities.
I would imagine that a significant number of organizations that are out there whose brands are being used in these types of scams have no idea it's happening.
But according to job sites that CBS 2 investigators contacted, they had measures in place to spot suspicious activity, detect fake accounts, prevent fraud. So why are we still seeing these kind of numbers in Illinois?
And so at the end of the day, these are all businesses, right? And they're looking to make a profit.
More needs to be done, is the sentiment from Smith and Graves.
I would want them to simply just vet a little better. There needs to be some type of watchdog group. Otherwise, everyone loses.
Graves is doing his own vetting. From now on, when he sees a post on a job site like Indeed, he goes directly to the corporation's website and checks out the Career Center or Jobs section to make sure the job is not a fake. Dorothy Tucker, CBS 2 Investigators.
We reached out to Indeed multiple times and have not received a response to our specific questions, but on its website it does offer tips on how to avoid job scams and how to report an incident if you've been scammed.